You can have great ideas in the world, but if you cannot communicate them, nobody is going to hear them. I am Mekla Bhomik. Hello, everyone. And today's session is on effective communication for customer service. No business is a success without two things: one, customers; second, the staff. And both are required to be involved in a healthy, effective communication if you need your business to success, grow, and get better every day. Effective communication. Now, what is effective communication? Let's start it with the word communication. Communication is derived from a Latin word called communis, which means share. So, communication is therefore sharing your thoughts, messages, and information. It is a process. Let's go with the basic definition. It is a process involving the selection, production, and transmission of signs and messages in such a way to help receiver perceive a similar meaning to that in the mind of a communicator. The most important word here is similar meaning, which means that what you are saying, the other person is able to perceive that, understand that. Then it is effective. Otherwise, it is of no use. You are saying A, the other person is listening or understanding it as B, so it's a zero communication. There is a communication gap. Effective communication skills help you to receive and convey the information, some ideas, your messages in the way that are powerful and appropriate in that situation. So it is very important that your communication should be powerful, should be effective, should be appropriate. How? We will talk further in that situation, for that customer, for that discussion. Yeah? All right. Now we'll talk about communication. What are the ways we can communicate in a company for the customers? The very first one is very much used is your emails, which is your written communication. Are you well aware of the way where you can send emails to the customers? So if you are not, then you should learn effective way of email communication or email etiquettes. So written communication is basically you're conveying the ideas or any kind of information in a written language, right? Through emails, even through WhatsApp. Nowadays, we send written email communication to loads and loads of customers. Yeah. We do a lot of marketing, we do a lot of we send a lot of information through WhatsApp as well. So WhatsApp is also a legal or an official way of communication or a written communication nowadays. We will not talk about video calls and voice calls because they are not professional, hence cannot be accepted in any kind of customer service industry. Next is oral communication. You convey your ideas or messages or information in the form of spoken language. Now, this is a very big question to the students. For the students, like, ma'am, I cannot talk in English. So, am I not good in communication? So, let me tell you, dear, English is a global language. If you want to work in a global company, if you want to work in a company there where they are associated, it's a BPO, it's an outsourcing company, they are linked, they are collaborating with different other companies in US, UK, and many other parts of the world. So if it is a global company, of course, you need English communication. Nobody is telling you or forcing you to talk in English when you are sitting in your bedroom. Now, if you want to grow, if you want to go global from a domestic BPO or from a domestic business, then you should know English communication. So if you are in a city which is a 2-tier city or a 3-tier city where you understand, where you don't have good English communication, it is very important to learn English. But yes, we respect our Indian language. We respect Hindi. We respect our national language. So if you feel that you are in a situation or you are in a company where you speak Hindi, but you get your words right, you get the deals right, you're doing great in your business, then why not? So, अगर मैं आज यही वीडियो हिंदी में बोलती हूँ तो मे बी 500 लोगों को समझ में आएगी। यही चीज आज अगर मैं इंग्लिश में बोलती हूँ तो हो सकता है 200 लोगों को समझ में आएगी। सो आई शुड अंडरस्टैंड वेयर माई लैंग्वेज इज मेकिंग सेंस। मुझे कहाँ कितना प्रॉफिट मिल रहा है मेरी लैंग्वेज को यूज करके, मेरे को कितने कस्टमर्स मिल रहे हैं इस लैंग्वेज को यूज करके। सो just think about a driver who drives a car and deals with tourists. Now if he is doing this thing in Hindi and he cannot speak in English, do you think we can offer him foreign customers in his car? So accordingly his wages will be according, his trips will be according to that, so he will earn accordingly. Now if he's presentable, if he's professional, if he's of the standards, global standards, if he can talk in a little bit, manage in English, then he can handle better customers, customers from foreign, customers, tourists from foreign, or tourists from any part of the world. So now you can understand what is the importance. There is no harm in talking in Hindi. It is our, with all due respect, it is our national language. But if you want to go globally, नरेंद्र मोदी जी को भी इंग्लिश में बात करनी पड़ती है, सो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड वेल. नेक्स्ट इज योर नॉन वर्बल एंड visual communication, which is very much important. It is 55%. It takes an importance of 55% in your entire communication graph. Your body language, the way you stand, you sit, you maintain an eye contact or not. So that all is about your non-verbal communication. Yeah. Your visual communication, how you are looking at the person, how confidently you are standing, what you're wearing, what is your appearance. These are all a part of your non-verbal and visual communication. So let's take an example. A kid lying to the mother. Do you think he can, okay, let's not question, but I will give you that example. Like the kid is lying to his mother while not making an eye contact. His mother can very well understand that what he's doing is just making a story. He's looking here and there, thinking, rethinking, and then creating a story just so that the mother does not understand that he's lying. But the mother is very smart to understand through his body language. Same goes with the interviewer. If you are introducing yourself and you're not looking towards the interviewer, do you think he will agree with whatever you're saying? Do you think you look confident there? Do you think you are presentable there? The answer is no. Right? So it is very important to create an eye contact. It is very important to have a good appearance so that you look smart, professional, so that you carry that confidence along with you, your inner and outer confidence, both the confidence along with you. So please understand that your body language and anything which is wordless has a lot of information. So no communication is also a communication. All right. Next, we move to the most important part of customer service is active listening. If you want to talk about something, you have to first listen to the customer. You cannot just keep talking. So understanding your customer, listening to your customer, and then you go ahead with what you suggest is going to give you the right deal. Otherwise it will lead to a lot of misunderstandings, conflicts, and then finally what happens is the customer does not want to work with you anymore. It affects the trust. It's a long-term trust that gets affected. Yeah. All right. So what is communication skills in customer service? So customer service, basically, it is the exchange of information between the customer and the company while resolving the customer's issue, while handling the customer's issue. That is all about customer service communication, and it is everywhere. I don't think you can give me an example where you're doing a business, you're doing something, or you're sharing your knowledge, but there is no customer involved. There is no audience involved. Yeah. So of course you cannot talk in air, right? So there has to be somebody else who is listening to you. That recipient, that audience, that person or that group of people are your customers. Fine. So, from your email responses to your social media responses, your marketing mails, your phone calls, everything, they are all different ways to communicate with your customer and offer assistance through your customer service. Do we all agree to that? Say a yes in the comment box. Fantastic. Thank you. Now, why it is important? Very important question. So, communication skills in customer service is important because our communication skills for every business, even if you are working in a small company where you are dealing with some people who are illiterate, but they are working as laborers for you, don't you think you have to communicate with them? Yes, you do have to. Otherwise, how will the job will be done? So communication is everywhere, guys. You're working with a global company, or you're working with a small company where there are only 4 people in the team, or you're working in a company where there is no office, you're working on field. So everywhere. Now, why is it important? Because good communication with your customer builds long lasting relationships. Good communication or happy customers will become your advocates for your business. Word of mouth. They promote, they recommend your business. They can be your referrals. They can be your referral partners. They will help you to grow. Next is good communication helps to handle the tough customers, the angry customers, the irate customers. So you should know the right way of communication of doing that. Next, the last one, very important, is helps to handle escalations. So in case if there are escalations, if the customer is not happy with your service, again, there is a way where you can handle escalations, and you can only do that if you know effective communication. So what are the factors that impact your effective communication in customer service industry? So good communication or effective communication are intertwined. Several factors are responsible to deliver a good customer service. The first one, if you have a pen and paper, I would recommend to note it down, or you can you can just keep on viewing my video to remember to learn the things which I am explaining today in this session. The very first one is, please personalize. When you're talking to somebody, personalize. So don't just think that the customer is a customer and you're not going to have any kind of a rapport with that customer. Personalize. Say, hello, Mr. Joshi, hello, Mr. Sharma, or you can take the entire name of that person and keep naming the person again and again, so that you can make it easy for the other person and you can build a rapport, a relationship between both of you as a customer service executive, or provide delivering a customer service. Second is consistency. Consistency is very important in anything you do. So consistency in maintaining the right way of communication. The next one is communicate clear and concisely. Clear and concisely means nothing hidden. See, nobody loves those hidden terms. Okay. So if you are talking to the customer, tell them all the disclaimers, explain them all the dates, your times, your anything which is very important related to that topic. And the best thing is, whatever you have spoken, please make sure that you go ahead and send a mail as per our discussion. These were the things which were discussed and agreed upon. So that's the best professional way of finalizing a communication between the customer and the executive. Next is your empathy and your patience. This goes for most of the time when the customer is angry, when the customer is unhappy with your service, or even your customer is asking something which is not possible. So it is very important to first show empathy. I understand. I'm really sorry. I can understand. I can well understand. I do understand if I would have been at your place. So you use these words, sentences, so that you can empathize. I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm very, or of course, instead of empathy, you can be happy also. I'm very happy to hear that. Congratulations. Greet him, talk to him like that. And your patience. If he is talking, if he is shouting on you, please listen to him. Have patience. Continue listening to him. But understand what he tries to say. In many customer service industries, I have seen it. It is my personal experience also. I have seen that when they pick up the call and when we start shouting on them or we start complaining about something, they just keep the phone on mute and they just keep it aside. I have seen this situation personally because I started my career as a customer service executive 15 years back. So I have seen that BPO culture where there are many people who do not understand the importance of effective communication, and hence that affects the reputation of the company. There have been many cases where wrong information, wrong suggestions, wrong mails have been sent to the customer that has led to escalations, that has also led to, termination of that candidate. So it is very important, yeah, to have patience, to listen, to have empathy, to show empathy. Yeah. Next is display emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is just using your using your emotions intelligently, which means you cannot cry with the customer, however you can empathize. You cannot keep listening to the customer, however you have to make him understand that we will deal with it, and there is, you have to stop this communication very smartly so that he does not get offended, and you can then accordingly get back to him. So emotional intelligence, just don't go with the customer, the flow of the customer. He's angry, you also get angry. He is abusing, you also start abusing. Or he's crying or something wrong happened in his family, use right words. You can use condolence, you can say sorry, you can show empathy, you can apologize for the inconvenience. However, you cannot start crying with the person or start shouting with the person. So use your emotional intelligence. Be proactive. Now, whenever there is a wrong thing which has happened, make sure that you are ready to help the customer with the way that he gets convinced, he gets happy. Yeah. So for example, the person is not, for example, it's a hotel industry, okay, and the person comes and says that why is my room not booked yet? So that is a very bad experience for the customer, and you suddenly tell the manager that can you please find out a room for him and all that. No, nothing. Instead of sending all the emails, the reservation has not been done. Then what you do? Proactively you can tell him that the lunch is from us. You can from the house, you can please enjoy your lunch till the time your room is being cleaned or reserved for you or assigned to you. And you can give him some time so that he can settle down, he can have his lunch, and you give him, either depends on the policies of the hotel, that you offer him a good discount, or just keep it on the house so he does not have to pay anything. So that's being proactive in making the customer happy. So this is all a game of communication, how you do that and how well you are prepared with the policies of your company. Then is your know your customer. Where is he coming from? Okay, what is he wanting? What kind of a person? For example, in the similar example, now if you do everything and finally give him a room which is a kind of a 3-star room, and you don't even know that the person is having some, he's coming from a royal background, and you would have offered him a suit instead of a what do you call, instead of just a 3-star small room. So that was again something wrong from your part. So know your customer. Or if you're talking about something, know why is unhappy. He is unhappy. Know why is unhappy, so that you can actually, hit the right thing so that the situation gets resolved. So it is very important to understand who the customer is, where is he coming from, what is the issue. Go till the root of the concern, go till the root of the discussion, so that you can get the relevant information from the customer. Even if you're providing a service, it is really very important to have a discussion about who the person is. I remember I have a very good friend. He is working with financial organization, and he provides all kind of financial policies, etc., and tax saving policies, etc. So he has a very beautiful way of building a rapport, where he sits with his customers, and then he talks about his family, he talks about our family, he talks about our personal life, he even talks about how we started, how is our how's everything, and how do we, of course, then it comes to, and with permission he gets into our financial discussions also, where we can, if we are ready to reveal all the information to him, so that he can help us further in planning our taxes and planning our finances. Yeah, so that is how you should know your customer, and then you go for professionalism. So everything is professionalism, guys. Please maintain professionalism in your appearance, maintain professionalism in the words you choose, in your greetings, etc. Now, next is your timely communication. So you are telling the customer that I'll call you back by 3 o'clock, and you do not even bother to call him that day, or maybe at 5 o'clock, suddenly you remember and you call him. So it is very important to a timely communication. So if it is a new customer, if it is a new deal, make sure that you take permission, take a time, and then get back to him timely, or respond to him timely over the email, etc. and etc. Time is very important for everybody. Now, we'll talk about some small things as per my experience with the customer service industry. I have 12 years of experience with customer service industry. I have worked with companies like HSBC, Amazon, Google, Facebook, and Cognizant Technology Solutions. I have worked into quality. I have worked into customer service. I have worked into process training, etc. Where I have felt that there are certain things which are always being said, and you will also hear it if you further go and get into these kind of companies, global companies. So the very first one is, the customer is always right. Do you think the customer is always right? Not necessary. Yeah. So I would say that customer can be right, partially right, but yes, we cannot entertain the customer for anything and everything. Same goes with the notion that customer is the king. So you have to say yes for everything. You cannot say no to the customer. Have you heard of the term service no? Very important, guys. Service no in customer service industry is about saying a no with the help of the policies and procedures. So in case if your customer is asking something, or maybe a major discount, or maybe something which is against the policies, which you cannot do, which is never done in the company, so you have to say that in a very polite way. I can understand your requirements, sir, but as per our policies it is not possible. I would request you to, you can send him the link and all that. I know he will not be happy on that, but this is the way you stop that argument by letting him follow the correct links, or anything that can make him explain about the policies what you're talking about. So that is the way of saying a service no to the customer. And next notion is, you cannot disconnect a call. So do you think if the customer is abusing you, he's using bad words, you should continue taking the call and listen to those words, whereas there are maybe 30 more customers who are busy calling you, so that might be another important call for you. So of course you cannot say a no to him directly, or you cannot disconnect the call. So the best way of saying is, I am sorry, please do not, I see that you are abusive right now, and I would request you to call us again, or we will make sure that we see everything and get back to you on email, or there will be somebody who will give you a call at the right time. So kindly do not use abusive language. Thank you so much, blah blah blah, and you can disconnect the call. So these are certain things which I have personally experienced. I wanted to share with everybody. I am sure that you will like, you will understand, and you will agree to each and every sentence which I just stated in this video. Please comment, like, share this video with the people you think really need this information, especially the freshers who have just got a job, or the people who are looking for jobs, or even if you are looking for a career development in a customer centric industry. But as I said, every business is a customer service company or an industry. You can contact me further for personal skill development or personality development classes or grooming classes. I am a soft skills trainer and an image consultant too. I provide all the services to students, professionals, and even individuals if they are looking for their personal development. I'm the founder of Go Beauty with Brains Consulting Services, and my phone number is 9966993884. I would request people who really want to understand or connect to me with for these kind of workshops in their companies, in their educational institutions, can contact me. Thank you so much for hearing. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye. Take care.